Good morning, guys. This is an update to my very first YouTube video that I shot in Lowe's. It's Angie here in Zone 5, Illinois. I am walking around my yard today, which, forgive me, it looks a hot mess, but I just wanted to update you to let you know that I did happen to run into a great tree at Menards. Nope, sorry, at Lowe's. It is the Kushu hydrangea tree. I think I'm saying that right. Sorry for the glare. It's really, really bright. But because this little baby must have suffered some damage in the storm that we had a couple days ago, it was on clearance. So it was half off. This was $41. She has absolutely no leaves, no flowers, but she is still alive, and I'm going to do my best to try and revive her and bring her back to life. So that was my find of the day, because as you know, all of those trees are pricey, basically. I think the least expensive was $89, and to find one on clearance was a steal. So I did bring her home. Wish me luck. Pray for the tree. The other thing I did was I started a project, a no-dig project, which I've never done before. And shout out to everyone who's posted these videos on YouTube, because you guys have inspired me to at least try it. So here we go. This is the beginning of my no-dig project. So here I have a quick fire hydrangea that was planted earlier this year. It looks like she's doing okay, but of course she's still a new baby, so she's not that big. But all of this was covered with grass and weeds, so I grabbed some cardboard and began a new dig project. What I think I'm going to do is take the shrubs, the two evergreens here, or actually the first one. I'm going to take the first one there. Where is he? Right here. And put him back there next to that one. And then kind of create a little bit of a line to the right, which would be over here behind the rock. And maybe make a curve in the middle here to highlight a specific tree. I don't know which one it'll be yet. And then continue all the way over with more evergreens and a couple hydrangeas. I'm thinking that this would be a good spot for my limelights because there's plenty of room, and in the summer it's full sun over here, so it might be a great spot for those guys. That is my project. As you can see, it is nowhere near finished. Just started it yesterday, so got to get more dirt, got to get mulch, and definitely need to do or find something better to edge it with. Right now I'm just using these bricks that I happen to have on hand, and I guess I'm just kind of framing it right now so that my dirt does not escape. But this is how it looks so far. And actually, even with just the dirt, it looks a heck of a lot better than it did before. Actually, you can kind of get an idea by looking at this side. This is another bed that needs a whole lot of work. That is my other quick fire right over here. Yeah, right there. They were planted at the same time, but this is in rocks, and I don't really like the rocks. So I think at some point, maybe next year, I will get this bed cleaned out and remove the rocks, and then do a similar setup on this side with the no dig bed, or at least I don't think I'll have to dig or put the cardboard down over here. I think I'll just be able to add some compost and mulch, and then add some more plants and add some more evergreens. I've got 5, but I think I'm going to move them. I can't really picture how that is going to look. I think the rocks are throwing me off. I really just don't like the rocks. So we'll see. And on top of that, there's a couple roses in here. Like that one is a rose bush, and this one is a rose bush. And they did bloom. They've got buds on them now, but I just don't think this is the best spot for them. I mean, as far as light is concerned, it's okay, but I could find another spot for them someplace else in the yard. So that's my thought. And while I'm here, I might as well look at one of my favorite things this year. And that was my Supertunias, which don't look that bad given that it is September 2nd. But earlier in the season, they were absolutely beautiful. They were beginning to climb up the little trellis. And I had a clematis in here, which did bloom. Yeah, you can see a couple of the little seed heads still in there. It did bloom a little bit. It did a lot better than I thought. So I'm going to find a spot for him in the yard somewhere and maybe repeat this next year. Yeah, that worked out pretty good. And the other spot I wanted to show you is here with the purple fountain grass. I love purple fountain grass because it's so easy to grow. And again, unfortunately, my Supertunias on this side of the house have kind of died back. But in the middle of the season, they were great. Yeah, they're looking pretty straggly now. And maybe I will take them out and put something else in there for the rest of the season, because the purple fountain grass, I think it'll last until it actually gets cold. And here is my little baby hibiscus, and I think there is a bud. Yep, there is a bud in there. And hopefully he'll pop out in the next couple days. This I love. I had no idea that you could even grow hibiscus perennially, if that's a word, here in Zone 5. And when I found out, I was super frantic. So I did buy 2 of them this year. I don't remember the name of it, but I think it's a Proven Winners brand. Here's my other one, which unfortunately both of them suffered some Japanese beetle damage. I think I must have caught about 1,000 Japanese beetles once I got the trap. And it does work. Very inexpensive, and it works. But they did eat quite a few of the buds off of this plant. So now it's mainly all leaves. I don't see any buds at all. But nevertheless, I think once it gets in the ground, it'll do better next year. And now I know that I have to be prepared for the Japanese beetles. But this one, on the other hand, it's holding on. And it's actually got one bud that's about ready to open. So I'm happy to see that. So I think that's all for now, guys. I'm going to probably take these Supertunias out because they're looking really crappy, and either leave the purple fountain grass as it is because it's still very pretty, or I may underplant the purple fountain grass with something cheap and something that'll probably last until the first frost. So again, thanks for joining me today. I am going to start on my no dig project and maybe finish that today, and update you guys later on what happens next, because I'm super excited. The weather's finally cooled off. I can actually get out here and do some work, and make this into a garden of peace and joy. So again, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.